about one of the very famous service offered by AWS Cloud, that is EBS. We will see how to modify EBS volume size on the fly. We will also see the real meaning of E in the EBS word. E is for elastic and B is for block and S is for storage. What is elastic? We will see about this elasticity functionality offered by EBS storage. So let's get started. Now, first of all, let's learn about AWS EBS. So Amazon Elastic Block Storage, which is also called as Amazon EBS, provide block level storage volumes for use with EC2 instances. And EBS volume behave like raw, unformatted block device. We can mount these volumes as device on our instances. So here I would like to add one more thing. AWS offers three types of storage. One is block storage, one is object storage, and one is file storage. In this video, we'll learn about block storage. So let's get started. Whenever you launch an EC2 instance, by default, behind the scene, AWS launch an EBS volume and attach it to your EC2 instances. Today, we will see if we have launched an EC2 instance, let's say with default t2.micro instance type. So by default, AWS provide him a 8 GB of EBS volume if you are using a Linux image. Now, if this volume gets filled up, then now how we can add some more space to the same EBS volume? Is it possible or is it not possible? So we'll see about this functionality which is offered by AWS EBS service today. And we want to modify the size of an EBS volume on the fly without losing any past data. So that is one of the criteria which we'll have to follow. So how to do that? So here with this example, you will see we are modifying EBS volume size, and we will be doing something like initially we would have 8 GB of storage. Now let's say I wanted to add 7 more GB of storage, so that total EBS volume size will become 15 GB. And I don't want to lose any data which I had earlier. So I don't want to lose any data. I just wanted to increase or modify the EBS volume size. So let's see how we can achieve this. So let's go back to our AWS console. Let's quickly launch an EC2 instance. So here you will see one EC2 instance is already running. And if you go back to EBS service, here you will see it is Elastic Block Storage. If I go to volumes, and then I will see I have one volume already created by default by AWS and is already attached to another system. It is in use state. Now let's see the size of this volume. So it is of 8 GB. Now if I wanted to increase the size, how we can achieve that? Before doing that, I will show you some Linux command by going inside this EC2 instance. So now we are inside our EC2 instance. So I would like to show you some command. Before that, I should move to root user. So now I am in a root user. Let me clear my screen. So the command is fdisk-l. It will tell us all the disk attached to our EC2 instance. So currently we have just one disk attached, which is of 8 GB. Okay. And I want to show you one more command, which is df-h. It will show you whatever disk you have attached, how and where it is mounted. So you will see this disk of 8 GB is mounted on our / directory, which is our main directory in Linux. So after doing this, let's get started and let's see how we can modify the EBS volume size. So I will go back to EBS volume Elastic Block Storage. I will go to volumes. I will select this EBS volume. I will click on action. I will click on modify volume because we want to modify volume. And here we can very easily increase the size of volume. Let's say I wanted to make it 15 GB. And then I will click on modify. And that's it. We are done. Then what do you think? Like here you will see in some time it will become 15 GB. So let's wait for that. It is modifying behind the scenes. It will take some time. It took some time. Now you will see it is volume state is in use. So everything is done. So let's quickly go back to our EC2 instance. Let's run fdisk-l command again. And now you will see it is showing 15 GB of space. Means we have increased our disk size from 8 GB to 15 GB. But here if you will see the partition which is created, it is still showing 8 GB. What does it mean? It means we have increased this 7 GB of size, but we haven't done partition on this space yet. So we can't use it. So how to do the partition? That's very simple. We can go back to our next slide and you will have to run this command to grow your partition. So we'll run the command grow part and we will have to mention the device name, and device name is dev xvda1, and we can click on enter. Now it have increased the partition. How we can check that? So we will have to again run this command fdisk-l, and now you will see it is showing here 15 GB, and here also now it is showing the partition size is 15 GB. So what does it mean? Now we can use this extra 7 GB of storage? No, we have done the partition, but we haven't done the formatting. Even if you run the command df-h, which we have seen in the starting, so you will see we have mounted this disk at slash directory, but it is still showing of 8 GB. So we can't use this 7 GB till now. And now to use it, we will have to do the formatting. How to do that? So this is a command with which we can do the formatting. What is XFS? XFS is the formatting type which was used to format this device earlier by AWS. Same formatting type we will use here. So let's run this command. Here we can write directly where that disk was mounted. So it was mounted on slash directory, so we can write directly here, and we'll have to click on enter, and we are good to go. Now if you will see df-h, you will see now dev xvda1 have 15 GB of size, and it is mounted on slash directory. It means like now if we go to cd slash directory, so here we have 7 GB of extra space which we can utilize, which we can use to store some more data. So here we have increased the EBS volume size from 8 GB to 15 GB. Now this nature is known as elastic nature, because when we want, we can increase the size, and that's why the full form of EBS is Elastic Block Storage. So this is providing a block storage service, but it is elastic in nature. Whenever we want, we can increase it according to our use case. So that's all about the practical today. I hope you have learned something new. Thanks for watching it.